Alright, hello there stream, happy Friday, hope you had a killer week. Gonna be continuing on our Valheim series, just on normal settings now. But last streaming session we killed Motor, which was exciting, and then started doing a little bit of plains exploration. Today I did do some more exploration, and I was actually able to fully explore at least the borders of my island, and then the island that's connected to it, just with like a little stream in between, which is where our swamp is. So I'll show you here. Here is my starter island, and then this is a separate island if you want to consider that river a true divider. If not, then this is all one island. And then this is the island that I have built my swamp base on, and that we built our mountain castle on. And then we sailed over here and killed Motor on this island. But today what I did is I ran around the outside edge. Actually, last night I think I got up to about here-ish. And then today I finished running around and found that this is actually like a bay or a sea or something like that, which is pretty cool. It is fully blocked off. This land bridge is a full block, but it is shallow enough to where maybe we could build some kind of Panama Canal or something like that. So pretty cool. I'm interested if there is an island or something in here, because that could be really cool for a build. But for now, we ran around and then connected all the way back down here to Bone Mass. So that's what we're looking at. And then you'll notice a t-shirt. We found Hildir, so that's really exciting. It's the wrong trader, but that's okay. Still looking for Haldor. Have not found him yet. Have not been so lucky. So maybe he'll be right here or something in some kind of Black Forest, or here, who knows. So I was going to be like going back and forth and clearing out some of this middle ground, but I think we have about enough of an idea of what we have available to us. Plains on this island. I did not see a Yagluth stone or anything like that. We have a good amount of tar pits and goblin camps to work from though, so next task is to potentially build a plains base. So far we've done a good job about building a base in every biome. This fortress base is kind of covering both meadows and Black Forest, because we've got meadows here that we're working from, and then Black Forest right here. And then, you know, technically I did have a starter home here with the meadows, so we can count that as well. The swamp, we've got our tree fort that we built. And then in the mountains, I have that castle that we renovated and restored, which is kind of a cop-out. It's not like a true base, I guess, but it has everything that we need, and it's a good staging point in the mountains. And then as far as other bases go, I did want to do some kind of building project on that hilltop. I thought that was a really cool location, so we might get to that at some point. But right now I think having a plains base is more important. So what I'm looking for with a plains base is I'd like it to be a little bit bigger so that I can fit the Creative Bananas dream house. I've had my eye on that base build for a while now, and I've wanted to build it and work it into one of my locations, but I think the plains might be where we go ahead and plant it. So what we're looking for is something like here, for example, where it's on the coast and it's big enough and somewhat level enough to where we can go ahead and like chop off a shelf of this and make a moat around it, and so that it's big enough to fit that house design, as well as in this case a lock's camp and a farm, windmills and stuff like that. Honestly, this has potential to be a bigger location than what our base here can be. So that's one thought. But the problem with that would be then we're working on two big primary bases, and I don't know if I really want to do that. I really wanted to create one really well thought out and full base that we can utilize, and then some other bases are kind of just like build projects or outposts that we can use in a practical way. But really, I want to focus on making one really sick base. And I think this has potential to be that. It is a little crowded now. We can be more efficient with our space. We could make a smaller boar farm. We could make a more square-shaped crop farm or something like that. Could make an actual building for the smelting and stuff. All this area back here isn't utilized very well. We need to finish the portal hub. So there's a lot that we could do with this. And honestly, if we need more space, you can see the land is fairly shallow. Or the water is fairly shallow, I should say. So I could expand the edges of this and build it out even further to make a bigger block of land to work with. I just kind of set it at this to start with so we could get going on the base. But we could just add it out further. So that's something to consider. So the only issue with that is that I can't plant plains crops here. So regardless, I need to create at least a plains farm that we can portal to and utilize. Another issue is I can't plant all the trees here. The plains are actually really cool because I didn't know this for a long time. You can apparently plant any tree and any crop except for the Mistlands crops. So you can even grow pine trees and fir trees in there. And the plains with pine trees and fir trees actually looks really cool. It's a really cool vibe. So I guess we just need to decide, am I going to make a big plains base that's going to potentially overshadow this base and really pour time and effort into that? Or just make a smaller kind of plains outpost just to utilize the stuff that we need to in the plains, and then further work on developing this island? I'm not sure. I change my mind every couple minutes. I've tried to think about it all day, and I just keep thinking in circles, so I'm not entirely sure. But what we can do, until we decide, is we can set up some kind of foothold up in the plains, and then we can start gathering black metal. We can start a little farm to actually get the crops and get some flax going, some linen going, and some plains quality food. So that's what we'll go ahead and start with, since we have analysis paralysis. We'll just go ahead and work on farming. When in doubt, when you're stuck, just get materials. Just farm. Both with actual real like farming to stockpile your food, and then also just acquiring materials. Alright, and we're running somewhat low on food. Let's go get our food from the swamp. Because I don't really need it there anymore. I could honestly just fully base out of our fortress. Take all of this, take potions, and we're out of room. Come back for the rest of that. Okay, whatever. That's good enough for now. And then a system that I think I'm going to use is I'm just going to leave my food here now that we're working with portals. Just going to, excuse me, leave my food here. And then whatever our current 3 foods that we're using, I'm just going to stockpile them right here in this chest. Or this, yeah, sure, this chest. We'll just open it up and eat it. Go back on our merry way. That'll save us 3 inventory slots. Because we're already spending 4 inventory slots to carry our portal. So and save some that way. Just fully utilize the portal for that. And eventually, once we actually find the Bog Witch, we can set up a table just with the food, and then we can just eat it that way. Which would be cool. Okay. And I'd like to bring the health needs as well. Okay, and back to exploring. I think I'm on the side of a mountain right now. Yep. Because I was running around and trying to reveal more map stuff. So while we're here, let's check out base locations. I didn't mark this section right here, but this might not be a bad location. It is kind of thin. I'm going to take the effort to go ahead and build a plains base. I'd like it to be by somewhere where it's actually, you know, near a bigger chunk of plains. So that way we can dip into the biome and actually work on killing like death skeetos and fuelings and things to actually get materials. Because even just little stuff like running around and shooting these death skeetos is a really good source of arrows. These needles. Yeah, I think this area is just too skinny. I don't like it. But again, I'm not entirely sure about a base location, so what I'm going to do now is I think I'm just going to go ahead and go to all these different goblin camps that I've marked. We'll raid them, and then make or add to our different metal caches that we have. And then at some point I'll get in a boat and sail around and pick them all up. It starts to open up here. This area is starting to get to a point where it might not be a bad base location. The backdrop of the mountains is pretty cool. Well, it's kind of an ugly mountain. It's the flat, straight up texture. Not really a fan of that. And here it's starting to get better. I forgot to make my root hauberk chest piece. Because I lost my full set of root armor. I meant to remake that. Might go ahead and do that before we start this goblin camp. Like right here's not a bad location. It's flat enough. It's wide enough to where it's not messing with other stuff. Background looks kind of nice with the mountains and that rock and stuff, and we could add some trees. This isn't a bad location at all. It's not surrounded by very much plains, but we could always like ride a lox over this way. And it is somewhat... It's near the mountains and Black Forest and swamp, so we could go in any direction and get those kind of resources if we need them. And then unlike our other bases, it is actually on this side of the island, so we're not having to sail all the way around to get off. We can just shoot off this way. Another consideration is I wanted something, I thought about this as I was digging at one point, I'd like something that I can dig in cardinal directions. That way the moat is really smooth. So for example, I want to dig like that. Whereas up here, for example, this was a nice base location, but you'll notice it's diagonal. So I've either got to dig it weird like this, or I've got to dig it diagonal to the cardinal directions. And what that'll do is it'll make this choppy moat, which is, I don't know, kind of ugly to build on top of. And it's also less safe. It's easier for mobs to potentially climb up. So, something like this is pretty nice. Big chunk, I could just cut off this whole thing right there. I don't know. This could be nice. Let's just mark it for now. Again, I'm not deciding right now. We just need to start clearing some camps. I'm not looking forward to having to go back to the swamp to grind for iron again. After I've already mined so much iron and lost all those sets of armor with the hardcore mode. There's the camp. Alright, let's get out Stealthy McStealthy Bow. Go and equip our obsidian so that we can have an easier time one-shotting. You guys see us? Doesn't know what to do with himself. There we go. Did it kill him? No. It's close. Oh, I was going to make that root chest piece up. We'll be okay. We can do this without it. It's not a big camp. And we did so well with that camp last night. Yeah, we're due for a bit of a flop. Okay. Okay, and we'll just keep track of this as we go. We don't have the belt, unfortunately. I used the wrong bow, that's why they all heard me. Oh, a 2-star spear dude. Let's get rid of him. Don't like that. Is that a shaman? I think it is. Let's see. Let's see if we can one-shot him. Oh, got him. Nice. That's huge. Take care of all the littles, and then we can try with our Draugr bow to get the big dude. He must have a star. Oh, we're killing all the crops. Oh, it doesn't destroy them. That's good. Okay, and let's switch to... Is that another shaman? That is another shaman. Okay, let's see if I can get him. Got him. Uh-oh. Well, that's nice. They're taking care of the feelings for me. So we're not safe on this rock, but I'm using it to manipulate their pathing, so that way I know I only need to shoot in 2 locations, and that's going up the side here. Oops! I could actually hit this guy. So like if they're coming up, for example, shooting on the sides here, and then if they're coming this way, then I jump down and same thing, shooting on the sides, just trying to manipulate their pathing into 2 choke points. Cool. Let's switch back to this and see if we can take out these berserker. Man, that's gonna aggro all those little dudes. Let's do it. Man, frost arrows are OP. They're so good. Just that slow plays into the ranging style so well. I'm gonna stockpile these in one area so that way I'm not having to look for the green and the green grass. We're definitely going to need to make a lot more frost arrows, though we're flying through them. Ouch. Alright, now we actually have access to a chest, so let's kill this guy. Let's actually just clear the rest of this so that we're not encumbered and worrying about that while we're doing chest management. Uh-oh, spear berserker dude. Excuse me? Hello? You. Okay, is that it? Are we good? I think we're good. Okay, let's start stockpiling. We'll pick a chest. How about this one? Yeah, why not? Do this one. Oh, we got our grinding wheel. Nice. Did I pick it up? Yes, I did. Duke berries, I don't care about that. About that, we got tons of deer hide. Need to go back and sleep at some point. It's getting dark. Oh yeah, the beds are what caused them to respawn. I should break the beds. Or maybe not, maybe I want them to respawn. And come back and get some more loot. Is that everything? I believe so. Cool. Okay, and I can just bring everything that's not black metal. I also need to take time to clear the tar pits that we find. Because I'm going to need a lot of tar. Okay, and I want to keep on top of, stay on top of replanting these onions, because I'd like to swap over to onion stuff soon, but I want to get a nice bank of profit first. It's a lot easier on double resources, obviously, because you don't have to pay attention nearly as much, but like on standard resource settings, we gotta be a little bit more intentional about planting and replanting versus using it for food. We need to find the bog witch so we can make the sickle, or the scythe, or whatever it's called. Okay, we're just gonna have to do this in the dark because I want to do this before I sleep, so that I'm not burning daylight. I can utilize the full day for exploring. At some point, I need to go and do some of the Hilder dungeons. Get a cool set of clothes, or any set of clothes, for that matter. so that we can get the stamina reduction for this. Also, I could go eat some food right now, but whatever. What's this? Earlier today I also did replace all of my roofs with dark wood. Looks fairly good. I'd like to get some more tar so that I can do some dark wood wooden pieces as well. Replace some stuff for decoration in the house. Maybe swap some stuff out for dark wood gates. Those look really nice. Alright, we got a healthy profit of seeds, which is great. So this side garden is going to become the seed garden. I'm going to use this to replant onions to try to keep up with seeds. And I think it's probably about a third of the size, so it should work out pretty nicely. We're actually running low on resin. First time in a while because we've been out of the Black Forest, so I need to maybe go spend some time in my Great Orf spawner, level some combat shields and stock up on a bit of resin. Right now our base is starting to look pretty dark. So I've stopped fueling the outside ones just so that we can make sure we keep up with the inside. And we've got plenty of honey, so I don't really care about collecting that right now. Okay. And let's oops. Go and use some buke berries and we'll eat some real food. Go to sleep so we can heal up. And then I'll go back to the plains and keep working on some goblin camps. Okay, and we should have everything that we need, so let's head on back. Okay, there's that. Metal cache is good to go. Right. Here, this one. Cool. Any other nearby camps? I'm pretty sure I've been marking them as I go, so I'm... Let's go back and make that root chest piece before we get too deep into things and forget again. Am I really out? There's no way. Away. There's some. It's way less than I thought, though. So depending on how much we can upgrade it, I might not do this. I don't want to be wearing a level 2 root chest piece. Not worth. We'll need probably leather. Harness. Deer hide. Sure don't have one. I know we fully upgraded our set and then died with it, so probably where all of our roots went. Ah! Actually, that's how far it was upgraded before, so that's actually not bad. We can go with that. That's not bad. That is workable. Less armor, but that gives us resistance versus pierce, which is very strong against the death skeetos and the spear feelings. Okay, so that's all done. Let's head up this way and go for this camp right here. Ooh, look at all those wolves over there. Chasing around that death skeeto. Oh, hello, Lox. Almost just ran right into that Lox's mouth. Dove right down his throat. We're gonna chill on collecting cloudberries. I just can't... I haven't used them yet, and I've got a few stacks. Gonna stay on wooden arrows for now, so it's cheap to quickly snipe these little death skeetos and the birds and stuff. Save our better ammo for when we're taking out the camps. My ear. Yeah, look how little damage the skeetos do. to us now. Or I'll even let him hit us. Boom, 7 damage. Makes such a difference. Ooh, he must have a star. He's not dead. Yep. If they don't die, they're starred. Uh-oh. Ouch! If he had hit us there, we would have been dead. That's what we get for having a crappy aim on that one. I don't want to mess with that locks right now. I'm not really killing any locks for the time being, and that's because I don't know where my base is going to be, and I'd like to tame the nearby locks, so I don't really want to make them go extinct. Come on now. I don't really want to kill the local ones until I know where local is going to be to our base. If I decide to do a small base, then that one little island that we found with the pillar on it, that would be a good option. That's a safe option. Okay, let's go drain some of these tar pits on the way. I think... No, I did that one. That's what it was. I already cleared that. And I have a metal cache there, so let's go ahead and add to it. Okay, here's the tar pit. Looks like they're fighting something, probably locks. Oh no, they're just jumping. Okay, let's clear this out. I am going to use frost arrows for these because I hate growths. Okay, we're good. I think. Alright, let's figure out which direction that we're going to drain in. I'm not going to be building a base here because of that goblin camp and stuff. I don't... Also, it has that same diagonal problem, so if I build one, it'll be over here probably. That's a nice location, but the camp is behind it and makes it look kind of ugly. Unless, you know, you just totally broke down the camp. But I don't like building over existing points of interest. It's also kind of a dumb reason, but it also messes up the music. Like, you have changing music as you move through different parts of your base. I don't like that. Okay, let's dig... I don't know, we'll go this way. Sure. And I don't have my pickaxe. Trying to save space. Okay, picking a lower point right here. Dig towards it. I'm not planning on digging it all the way down and collecting every tiny little bit. I don't feel like it's worth the time. Is this already water level, or is this just the tar? It's just the tar. Alright. Surely this is plenty. Did I miss? Oh, I missed. Okay, that's okay. We'll just drain this at a slight angle. Oh, my pickaxe broke. I'm gonna go pour some more coffee real quick. Take advantage of the pot that I brewed before it gets too late. I'll be right back. Okay, let's do this. All right. And then... Why is that goblin base unmarked? Oh, because I finished it. That's just a metal cache now. Wrong symbol. Let's see. Oh, I think there's another tar pit this way. Let's go clear that out. Love me my tar. Lots of it. Okay. Achoo. Excuse me, sorry. Hoping these locks don't get mad and just come over and stomp my portal. Putting a lot of trust in them right now. Okay, drainage. Let's see. Looks like this way is gonna be our best bet. Right here. A little lazier with this one and not dig so much. It's the right way. A little bit more this way. Nice. Both of these have been cleared out. Is there some extra there? Let's see. That's what that bubbling means, right? Nope, apparently not. Okay. Go deposit that, since we can portal with that. Right. Repair and keep moving. Didn't mark anything this way, but just want to double check. The tar pit this way. Oh. Oh, there you are. Trying to sneak up on him and I dropped right on top of his head. And this one has a lot. Oh my gosh. Oh, just cannot. Ugh, worst. Okay, and drainage, let's go this way towards this fortress that got finished. I'm gonna start digging in this direction, that way I know which way to go. Like that. Okay, and let's add some drainage branches. We'll just go with a pit. Okay, we're gonna call that good. Oh, no. Really? Okay, there we go. Day 425. Cruising right along. It's a lot for a little over a week. Okay, let's check out this goblin camp over here. Oh, I forgot to repair. Shoot. I mean, it's just our pickaxe, but may as well just repair everything. I guess it's not vital that we build on cardinal directions. We could choose a base location that we were thinking about. It would just mean that our moat is a little bit wonky. Wouldn't look very clear, clean cut, but kind of adds a little natural element to it, so it's not the end of the world. This is our base location that we were thinking about yesterday. Let's look at it and see what we think. Now with fresh eyes. Okay. So it was here. In between this rock and that river. I mean, I still kind of like it. I like it. Let's go look at that island. Right here. Alright, it's time for stealth spec ops. Time for Splinter Cell. Hitting that wood beam? Yeah. Oh, that guy must be a 1 or 2 star. He's just not going. There we go. Oh, come on. Two berserkers, any shaman? Ugh. And we're not doing so hot on this one. Oh, shaman right there. Alright. Oh, that's why we keep aggroing, is because we're not using the huntsman bow. At some point I got swapped back off of it. That makes sense. Go ahead and clear up some weight. Oh, ouch. Oh, no. Shaman. Okay, and let's bank up some stamina and then we'll take out that berserker right there. Fortunately it's raining, so that helps counteract any shaman damage we would have had. Oh, this guy will one-shot me. Or let him touch me. You shall not get near me. Okay, and then we have one more berserker that we need to take out. Or at least one more, I should say. I think that's a one. That's a starred berserker, because it looks weird. But the same one? No, there's two of them. Yeah, there's the other one over there. Uh-oh. Hello. Oh my gosh, there's three. There's another shaman over there. Alright, let's break out the huntsman bow. Shaman's gotta go down first. That's most important. Another shaman over there. Got him. Berserker. It's crazy how much of a difference the huntsman bow is for sniping. It's absolutely silent. The other one pulls aggro like crazy. You miss and it just pulls everything. Another shaman we missed over there. Is that everything? I think that might be everybody. Okay. Let's collect our spoils. I forgot the barley on that last one. Pretty sure. Which is okay. After the first one, it's not super important. It just helps with not having to replant so many times before you can actually start using it. The most important thing is just getting one, to get things started. could break these beds so that they don't respawn, but I kind of want to keep fighting them, so I don't want to pull the trigger on that yet. If we end up building our base right there, then we can always come back and break them. Okay, I think that's everything. More barley, nice. More barley. Okay, I think that's everything. Yep. Alright. And then this location I didn't really mark because of this goblin base behind it, but I was considering this for a base. Let's get a good vantage point when we look at it. This area is pretty nice. And it's much more expandable. You can see how far over it goes. We could go literally even over to there, but definitely to there, which is like this thing on the map, all the way over to that section right there. This honestly might be the best idea. And it's right here on the top. It's right in the center of the deepest part of this, so we can go in and get some materials. And then over here we have this nice, really defensible island that's very nearby. Then we could just tame the locks inside the base. And then it does have the camp behind it, but I mean, that kind of looks cool. And honestly, that's good neighbors. We could go over there and kill them pretty frequently. And then we got that mountain in the background. Alright. Twisted my leg. Let's do it. Let's do this location. And I think it's... yeah, we could do like a harbor right there, or a little dock right there. Let's deposit this stuff, and then we'll get a closer look. I mean, I could go for a tiny base, but again, I'd like to tame locks. I want to have my primary farm here. There's a lot of reasons to not do that. Let's see, the land comes out here in 2 locations naturally, which means this center location would be nice for a dock. I could put like lighthouses on those. Yeah, let's do it. I like it. Okay, so first steps. Let's actually start taming these locks so that they are taming while I'm working on the base, actually. We're sneaky enough. I think we don't even need to make a pit for them. We can just walk over there and drop them. Okay, those fuelings are going to mess everything up. Should be plenty close enough for them to be detected. Yep. There we go. There we go. All right. Nice. And now, while we're working on stuff, they're just going to be taming in the background, so we don't even have to just AFK. We can actually get to work. How big do we want this thing to be? I want to be able to expand. I want to be able to have a lot of space for it. So I think we go ahead and claim from... That looks like a little head with these ears. I want to chop off the neck, I think, right here to start. We'll choose how far back it goes. So let's start working. And you know what? We could still probably, honestly, have it be north, south, east, west. So we can just start digging like right here at this point. And have that be a straight line. Is that going to be big enough for the base and stuff? I think it should be. Alright, let's go ahead. Let's get to work. And at some point we're going to get too close to the locks, so we'll just stop, work on something else. Something that we can start with is we can actually start building that Creative Bananas dream house. So I do think I'm going to go ahead and build that here. So we can pick a central location. Because this kind of stuff, I want to have it all planned out and mapped out ahead of time, just have this beautiful design structure idea, but whenever I do that, I never actually start. So I've been most successful when I just, you know, take a step, just get started, do something, and then from there you can, you know, just take the next step, and then the next step, and the next step, and just keep working until eventually the base is how you like it, which is probably not what you originally had in mind, but it just kind of, you know, works itself out. Okay, we need to go sleep. One issue is that we don't actually have a saddle, which is potentially a problem. Because once they get tamed, I'm not going to have a way to bring them in easily, because I can't push locks. We need 15 black metal and then 20 linen thread. Ooh. So I may need to go ahead and kite them into like some kind of pin that I make. Might need to go ahead and do that. Yeah, probably should. It can still be nearby. I still don't have an abyssal harpoon, unfortunately. Alright, we got a couple options. We could either... No, we don't have a couple options. We have to dig it. I was going to say we could build a stone wall, but I don't have any iron over there, so we cannot do that. Can't make a stone cutter. Make one, I don't know, right here. Seems fine. That seems like it'd be close enough to where it'd still be in range to be tamed. Now, it's going to be difficult to get them in the pit without the abyssal harpoon, but I think I've got an idea. I think I've got a plan for that. The nice thing about locks is you don't have to wait for finding a 1-star or a 2-star, because those don't exist. Unless you're spawning them in and cheating or using mods or something like that. But naturally, locks don't occur. He's on to me. Naturally, locks don't occur at 1 or 2 stars. Okay, we need stone and wood. Oh. Oh, I need my hope. I need my hope. I'm using the wrong pickaxe. That's why it's breaking immediately. This is stupid. That's the other one that I made. This is the good pickaxe. That explains a lot. Man, this pickaxe sucks. Okay. Let's make this just a little bit bigger, because I'm worried about them stacking on top of each other. Alright, and then we're going to need to build a workbench. Okay, and then let's raise the ground. Oh! I'm very surprised they have not aggroed on me yet. Okay, and then here's the grand plan. Grand plan is that I'm going to actually lower this part right here, so that they can actually walk in. So, hello. It's not ready yet. Come back later, please. Okay, okay. I'm not ready. Go away. Guess it's gonna have to be ready. I'm gonna build this right here, like that. And then, when they actually come in, I was going to jump up the side, open this puppy up. Come over here, get away from my gate. No! Well, alright, we're gonna have to adjust our strategy here then, because I knew they were strong, but I didn't think they could break that in one go. Okay. Need 2 of them. Heck, I'll go for 3. Hello. Alright, alright, alright. We're gonna stack up a little bit. Okay, come on in. Come on in. Okay, there's one. If I can get the second one to come in, need both of them. Come on. He says hearts? Really? He lost aggro? Come on. Ah. Cloudberries. Okay, there we go. Got aggro on 2 of them. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's awkward, but no! No! Oh my gosh. Ah, we almost got him. We got 1. And we ran out of stone. Okay, let's go get some more. We got 1. Yeah, the wood was way more useless than I was planning, but I was planning to build a gate, kite him in, close the gate, and then use that to buy time to build up the wall, but they can just break it in one smash, so that's not gonna work. Might be able to kite this guy in, though. Oh, no. Come on in. Yep. Oh my gosh. That's gonna kill me. I am at a loss. I just need to build another cage, I think. Let's at least secure this one, because this one's good. Oh, this one's good at least. This dude. Let's he broke my stuff. Ah, my workbench. Okay, we lost aggro, I think. Maybe we'll have enough time to go ahead and dig this down. Come on in. breaking my portal right now. Make sure I don't go out of stamina here. That is going to be a sad way to die. Yeah, I think you need to dig this side down just a little bit more. Same with this side. Okay, let's see if I can get him to fall in that thing. Man, what's he doing over there? Stop it. Okay, let's do this. Let's get the portal stuff. Build all that up here. Come on over here. Come on. I seriously doubt that I can do an unarmed kick powerful enough to knock him in. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Maybe they'll knock each other in? I wonder if I can block him. I don't think I have enough health to. Nope. Oh my gosh, no I do not. Ugh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this without the Abyssal Harpoon. I mean, I got one of them, so it's possible. It just stinks. So I think I have to. Oh, yes, yes. Keep going. Oh. Yep. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Man, that was almost it. All right. Well, let's go back to the first plan. Oh no. Keep it up. The plan is to go ahead and raise the ground up on most of the sides. Actually, we don't even need to do that. We just need to create. Yeah, we need to create an area where it's. Let's see here. We need to. We don't even have to build the walls. We just have to build one area where it's too deep, or it's not deep enough to mess up his pathing, and then right as soon as he can, then build it up again. But I don't think this pit is big enough to buy that much time. Let's build it just a little bit bigger. And we just need one little area where it's shallow enough for him to walk down. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on down. Just come in. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm gonna get myself killed like this, so I don't know. I mean, I think that strategy works only if I build a big enough pit to where I can escape and run around and block him in faster than the escape and circle part of his attack AI. Because most creatures have the same kind of attack pattern where they go in, attack, and then they go out and make a circle, and then they come back in for another attack. So the trick is to make that circle part make it so that I can trap him in faster than he can actually get out of the pit to do the circle part. That makes sense. Is this worth it? Probably not. Come on this side. I do need my workbench though. Uh-oh. This is gonna get me killed. Come on. Push him in. Come on. Ah, I need that workbench. It's just too tall, I think. Wow, that's a big range. Hmm. Do it. Oh wow. Oh wow. They did it. He betrayed his friend. He threw him on his shoulder and then threw him into the pit. That's awesome. Thank you so much, sir, for your sacrifice. All right, that's it. It just took some wonky AI, but we got it. Okay. Let's split this food up. I know you don't like me, sorry. You will. You will learn to love me. Alright, now go ahead and break this. Build it over here. Where we're working on the island. Or the base, I should say. Okay, and let's do a little planning real quick. I want to make sure this is actually big enough for what I'm wanting to do. So, because I'm kind of eyeballing it, but it would be good to actually double check. Okay, let's see here. Valheim Dream House. Foundation. Excuse me. Something like a swimming pool. First, you need to find a flattish area. It doesn't have to be. Wood tile in the center. Twelve tiles. Okay, so we need a 12 by 12 area. So let's go ahead and bring over some materials. Just double check real quick to kind of get an idea of size. We're gonna need a whole lot more wood. Go ahead and make a wood run. I don't want to mess with sorting that right now, so we're not going to. We'll focus on the beech trees right now because we need regular wood, not fine wood. this point, I might also set up my my Greydorf farm to be automated, and then just AFK overnight or something like that. Because at this point, I need resources more than I need combat experience, because our bow skill is doing pretty good. We've not died, we've been able to maintain it. I think it's at 83? 86, wow. Yeah, that's great. And then I don't know if I'm going to take the same approach that I've had for some of my other bases and truly level everything out. I might just keep some of it more natural and just level it out per the building, you know? Not have every single part of it be all uniform and flat, but instead just, like, you know, have the main base part flattened, and then you have a path going over to the farm, and then that's flattened and stuff. But then again, it's so close to the ocean, it does need to be raised up a little bit in some parts. So I think I will probably still have to. Because I want it to be a minimum of 2 like stone walls, these things. 2 of these tall. Up from the water. Up from water level. So whatever point that is, I'm going to raise it to that, and then if anything is higher than there, I might keep it there. We'll see once we start terraforming what it looks like. The reason I'm grabbing wood is, well, first of all, we just need a ton of wood for the build, but the reason I'm grabbing it now is because I want to double check that the land is big enough. The actual main base itself is a 12 by 12 foundation. And then I know that on top of that, I also want to have room for a lox farm, as well as a crop farm, chickens, boars, you know, anything tameable and breedable. I don't know about Ask Sven. Ask them. No, it is Ask Sven. And then I also need room for like smelters and kilns. So probably a tree farm too. Portal hub. So it needs a decent bit of space. So I don't want to aim too small in my terraforming. Because we're at the point now, it's unlike this base right here, we had to get this going. We needed someplace to live. We were on hardcore. We needed a place to be. Now we can slow down a bit and we can actually do it right, do a bigger build right. We have a base of operations. We've got, you know, we've got everything we need. And slow down a little bit. Also, starting at the plains, I really feel like we have all the things that we need to make a really pretty base. Because the dark wood, I feel, is a big jump in aesthetic. Also being able to add all of the structures for like the windmills and stuff. Just gives it a much more completed look. You know what I hadn't thought of? Another reason that I think I should prioritize taming lox and then making a saddle as potentially even our first black metal purchase, per se, is that I can use lox to help grab all the metal from those different caches. Because you can ride them and move normally while you're encumbered. So that could be a really good way to move around and grab all of those different chests of metal that I've got. Because I was going to do it by boat, but a lot of those camps are pretty far inland. And we could do it by handcart like this, but it's going to end up being pretty heavy by the time we grab all the different metal things. Luckily the plains are pretty flat, so it would be a lot more doable than, like, say, the mountains. But I think the lox is a good plan. But this might be a good place to end the stream, honestly, because I'm going to be doing a lot of messing around, trying to figure out base placement and stuff. So what I might do is go ahead and stop the stream here, and then if I make any progress with building the base and stuff, then I'll do a showcase tomorrow and explain what has been done and what the thought process was to get there. But I'm going to go ahead and end here. So thanks for